Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a lovely evening and I'm going to have another go with the mini yo-yo this time. I've increased the down thrust and I've put on a slightly heavier motor, so we'll see what happens tonight. Cheers. So I've increased the down thrust, so I'll probably need a trim flight or two to start, because obviously I've changed the angle of the motor, but I'm going to thread this through without my glasses on. No, I probably can't. There we go. You won't need those winder. My big winder from KP Aero. Now at home I put on 1400 winds on the bench, 1200 on the model. So I'll start off with less than that though, see if I can get the trim right. Start off with about 300. That's 300. Give it one extra one for good luck. That's 10 to 1. So 300 winds. I don't expect it to do very much on this flight because it's not very many winds. I'm going to set the rudder straight as well. Just try an initial test flight. I did try a new little hook on it, so I hope that's not going to give me problems. Okay, it's not bad. It's stalling a bit. Okay, it's a straight line flight. Stalling slightly. That was with 300 turns, and so I'll either take out. I've got a little shim in there of up elevator. I could take that out because I think the nose weight is about right for balance. So let's start with that. Still, initially that wasn't too bad. Little tiny piece of paper in there. Let's just give me some up elevator. So we'll take that out. I'll go with left. Prefer for it to circle left. So let's see. I made it 400 actually, because not a lot happened on that flight to worry about. So 400 turns. What happens this time? It's coming round left nicely. Okay, that was quite sweet, wasn't it? It did stall, but whether it needs just a tad more nose weight, I'm going to give it a few more turns and observe it. Well, another thing is that it bunches up at the back, which is obviously going to put a little bit of weight towards behind the CG. I was thinking of making a deeper hook to keep that from happening. So let's put on 500. That left rudder was just nice, wasn't it? Right, 750 turns. A little bit of left rudder. Now it can't be power stalling at that stage because the rubber's nearly depleted, so I think maybe I could put a little bit of down elevator on. In fact, I tell you what, it was down elevator I had before because it was at the back. Perhaps I'll put that back in and try 750. If that doesn't work, then I'll put just a hint of nose weight on. Can you hear the skylark? Lovely sound of summer, isn't it? The wind is coming from very gently downhill there. Okay, here we go. A little bit of left rudder. Let's launch it from there. Oh, I know what happened there. That little hook thing has got caught on the fuselage. I might have to carve away a little bit of the fuselage there. Okay, so it's got less than 750 now, so let's just have another little go with what's left. Well, it's stalling around the sky. Lovely flight though, as you can see the wind direction now. Okay, Cliff, you got to walk. So that was interesting. The very last, I bet it's bunched up at the back to make it dive like that. Oh no, sorry, it dived, didn't it? Let's try a hint of nose weight then, I think. Doyle thought that on the last video, to cover the bottom of the wing. The thing with that is it'll turn it into a more efficient flyer, but possibly not a slow flyer. I don't know, but the drag might help to slow it down. Anyhow, let's put a little bit of nose weight on. Let's put your glasses on, Cliff. I know it's there somewhere. Perhaps I ought to put a black line through the hole. I have got some nose weight, so let's pop it on. I've got some little tiny bits of stick-on lead here. The stick-on lead, in case you were wondering, is actually you can buy reels of it to do leaded light windows, and because it's self-adhesive, it looks like that, only I've got shorter bits, so let's clear some of this out. That short bit, that's a short bit. Okay, let's just put that on the nose. It's self-adhesive, so that's pretty good. Won't go anywhere. Right, that was 1,000 turns, wasn't it? So, and it was stalling, if I remember correctly, possibly due to insufficient down thrust with the extra power I've got with this band. There's not much I can do about that though. I can't change the down thrust. Let's put 1,000 back on it, see how we get on. 1,000 turns. Try again. Bit of left rudder, slight wind blowing. It's flying a little bit nose up, isn't it? But it is flying well. Let's run after it. Okay, that was good, wasn't it? I think it was tending to fly nose up though, isn't it? So you would think from that it needs more down thrust, but it was the sheer power that was stopping it from stalling. Not sure. Could try a bit more lead, but I'll also just give it a little glide. So that's the first time it's landed with no power on as well, which was nice. It's gliding downhill, which would suggest that down elevator's not doing me any favours. So let's just take that out and try that again. Initially that looked levelish, so let's try it, because I've got extra lead, let's try it without the down elevator in. That sunset, it's a shame that it's got that cloud up. Not that it's cold, it's 28 degrees today and it's probably still 25, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so I'm coming up to 1200 actually. Okay, 1200 turns. So, taking out the trim, I've got a bit of left rudder in. See how we get on. Did I say I was going to put more nose weight on? If I did, I've forgotten, so here we go. Oh! That got caught in there again, that. Really will have to sort that out. Downhill, but never mind. Still stalling, look. Let's see if that stalling disappears as the motor unwinds. Just got that nose up attitude. I'll try more lead. It's a good flight though, look. Good flight time, I should say. Oh, here comes a bit of sun. Okay, so I've got more lead and down elevator. That was 1200 turns. Let's do something similar. Okay, 1200. Okay, left rudder. Let's put a little bit more on. Save having to chase it. Bit of extra nose weight and down elevator. See what effect that has. It's not turning at all. Well, that looks okay. Oh, it's in a dive. It's that down elevator, isn't it? Okay. But it was certainly flying more level. Now I either try taking out the down elevator or taking off a little bit of that lead. Let's take off the down elevator. It's funny how it didn't want to turn, wasn't it? Because I had a reasonable amount of left rudder on there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to move that hook lower. Right, let's wind that up and see what we got. Okay, 1200 turns. Left rudder. I'll put a little bit more on. No down, and the lead's still the same. Oh! It's reasonably level. Fairly big left turn. It's about 40 feet up at the moment. Oh, look at that. Okay, motor's dying. Okay, I think it turns right better than left, you know, so I'm going to put that right rudder in instead of left. Did you notice the launch? The motor stopped and then it started again, so it sort of pulled it up, but that was fun. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off, I've got two bits of stick-on lead, the smaller bit and the slightly bigger bit. I'm going to take off the big piece, remove the small piece, put the big piece back on. Well, having said that, I think that is the small piece. I think I might have lost the big piece, possibly in that last landing. It's gone now. So that's taken the lead off. I've got no elevator trim in, wind's coming up. I'm going to put right rudder in instead of left. I might go for 1300 turns this time as well. Okay, 1300. And I'm going left this time. Okay guys, here we go. Little bit of a breeze coming from there, but not much. It's not going up, is it? It's coming down. Okay. That was distinctly downhill. So that was weird. It goes downhill when it's going right, level when it's going left. I'll put that piece of trim back in. Up elevator paper. It's very, very precise. It's only changing it a very small amount. Okay, so a little bit of up elevator. Let's give that a go. It's not many winds, so we'll see how we get on. Oh, it's going to stall. Pulled out nicely. Still coming down. Okay. Well, if that's too much, perhaps I'll take a bit of that lead off. Perhaps a slightly more up elevator. I'll tell you what, let's put a little bit more up elevator on. Okay, 1350. Right rudder, extra up elevator, and same amount of nose weight. It's coming down. Maybe too much right rudder. It's curling in. And get sun, beautiful. Maybe too much right rudder. It's funny because I've taken the nose weight off, so you'd think it would be actually climbing with that extra up elevator. That's very nice. Getting there. It's fine tuning now. That was the extra up elevator and 1350 turns. So maybe slightly tighter turn. Slightly more right rudder just to keep it in place a bit. Right, so I'm going to put in slightly more right rudder on the next flight. I know a lot of you aren't really interested in free flight rubber, but as you know, I like to do different disciplines, and tomorrow morning I'm flying my big Mercury 4 vintage model. It's going to be a nice day, nice morning. It's going to be very hot again, so I'm going to get up there early, so that'll be a fun video. Right, 1400 turns. Sun just going down behind the moors now, so this could be the last flight. See how we get on. Coming down. It's flying downhill. Why is it flying downhill? Got up elevator. Maybe too much lead. Don't know. Shall I take that bit of lead off, see what happens? And what I'd like to do is for the band, the motor, to deplete in the air. Take that off. Just let that unwind. I've taken that extra lead off now, so I'm guessing it's going to either stall or power stall. We'll see. If it does, I can put half of it back on. I'll have to edit this video down a bit, because else it's going to be an hour and a half long. Right, 1410, but I'll lose 10. So I've got less lead and the same amount of up elevator. Here we go. Take my glasses off so as I can enjoy it. Start by going this way today. Oh! I think I'm going to have to duck. That was close. I did consider catching it then, but thought better of it. So that was not very good, was it? Still got my up trim in, and I've taken the lead off, which is surprising. Let's just buzz off with what we've got. Oh, it's a nice tight turn there. Oh, that's nice. Maybe too tight a turn, because that was 1400 turns, which is quite a lot. That's the maximum I've had, and I really want it to climb to altitude. It was quite a tight turn as well, wasn't it? So it's got quite a lot of right rudder on it. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll put 1400 and I'll launch it crosswind at a slight angle to try and bring it right back round into wind, and hopefully by then the bulk of the turns will have, not the bulk, the fiercest ones will come off. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I've got right rudder, still got the up trim in, and here we go. I'm going to launch it like this. Or shall I launch it? Launch it like that so it climbs into wind? No, let's go downwind. So the wind's coming from my left. Oh, that was a mistake. I think launching it at the angle wasn't good. It's going to start to draw in a little bit now, guys, because the sun is well and truly set. So I'm going to do 1200 turns, less right rudder, and a level launch. Some urgency to my winding now. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, motor's finished. Oh, that's interesting, it's gone left. Young lad's going to get an aeroplane. Look, it's still up. Can you see it just behind the goalpost? Oh yeah, beautiful landing. So that's what I wanted to see, guys. That's the best flight of the whole evening and probably the last flight, so really happy with that. I'll put a link to the plan below and have a go yourself. Fairly easy to build and great fun. See you in the next video, guys. Cheers, bye.